All right, guys, so the next step is to follow the recipe. Here's my recipe right here. Okay, took it right out of the lid of the oatmeal. It says heat the oven to 350 degrees in a large bowl. Did we do that? Sorry, heat the oven to 350 degrees. Did we do that? Good. Okay. Here, I'll move the camera a little bit so they can see you too. All right. In a large bowl, beat butter and sugars. Well, I know there's two different kinds of sugar in here.
Yeah.
What kind of sugars do we need?
Regular sugar, brown sugar.
White sugar and brown sugar, right? Because we know that from the ingredients list. So we need to beat the butter and the sugars. Okay, how much butter do we need? Half a cup. Half a cup.
Right there.
I have half a cup right here. Cassie, can you see what numbers it says? It says
1/2.
1/2. 1/2. And that means half a cup. 1/2. Okay? So I'm going to take my spoon to get that out. I've got my bowl right here.
I'll hold this.
Thank you. I'm going to move this down a little bit. There we go. We're just going to put the butter in the bowl. Okay. Now, after the butter, what did we need, Cassie? It said beat the butter and the sugars, right? So we need 3/4 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. So we need 3/4 cup, right? But I didn't have a measuring cup that said 3/4 cup. So I'm going to use this glass measuring cup, okay? And you can see on this side it says cups. See? Cups. I need 3/4 of a cup. Whoops. Sorry. 3/4 of a cup. Now, Cassie accidentally dropped the whisk. And if we drop something on the floor, we can't use it anymore.
I'll get a new one.
So, can you please put that in the dishwasher and get a new one for me?
Yeah.
All right. So Cassie's going to work on that while I get the brown sugar. Here is my brown sugar, and I need 3/4 of a cup. 3/4 of a cup. So, I know that line on my measuring cup that's 3/4. I'm going to... It's stuck.
Can I just use this?
Yes. Would you please bring that to me, Cassie?
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's only what.
Come on. Cassie, let's go. Thank you. All right. So, 3/4 of a cup. Right?
Yeah.
Now, Cassie, is it okay for kids to hold a big glass container up while they're with one hand like I'm doing?
No.
Not really, right?
No.
You know why it's okay for me to do it?
Because you're a grown up.
Well, because I'm a grown-up and because I have lots of experience cooking, right?
Yeah.
Mommy's been cooking a long time. Okay, so I'm trying to get it up to that 3/4 of a line. 3/4 line. That is 3/4.
Connor's back.
I know. Connor's going to help us. All right, 3/4 of a cup. Let's check it. Okay, I've gotten some in there. It said to pack it, so I'm going to use the back of my hand and pack it down.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can see, whoops, a little uneven. Alright, so you can see that I'm just about, there it is, 3/4 of a cup, right? Just about
Yep.
that line. Okay, so there's our brown sugar. We're going to put that in. And now we need white sugar. Let's see how much it says. Half a cup of white sugar. Half a cup of white sugar. So we can go ahead and use this. And we don't need 3/4 this time. We need half a cup. Okay? Whoops. Half a cup. 1/2. Half a cup of sugar, please. There we go.
Do you need to use this?
Nope, I'm okay, thank you.
That was not stuck.
No, this one's not stuck. Alright, now, you may have seen me wiggle the sugar. It's good to wiggle the sugar and pat the sugar so it's all straight. And you can make sure it's all level. Now, you can see I have half a cup of sugar. Let's add our half a cup of sugar.
Now mix it.
Well, let's look at the directions. What did it say to do? It said to beat the butter and sugar until it was creamy. Okay? I'm going to start, I'll let you mix in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Creamy. Creamy, there's a lot of descriptive words when you're cooking, but creamy is kind of like, well, can you tell me something that's creamy?
Mixing it.
Well, creamy is a texture like peanut butter. Peanut butter's creamy, right? Do you have creamy peanut butter?
I can't see myself.
You don't need to see yourself. I want them to see the cookies, not you.
Oh.
So, peanut butter's creamy, right?
Mhm.
And we're going to make sure this gets creamy. Nice and creamy. Mix, mix, mix.
Yeah. Mix, mix, mix.
We want to make sure to scrape everything off the bowl and get it all mixed up really good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what it says next.
Mix.
Oh, I found a chunk. Hold on a second. Found a chunk of brown sugar in there. We don't want that. Okay, is it creamy? Does it look kind of like peanut butter?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? Okay.
Now I mix it.
Yep, you can go ahead and mix it, and Connor is going to help me with the next thing. The next thing says, add eggs and vanilla and beat well. Connor is very good at cracking eggs, so I'm going to have Connor crack eggs in a bowl.
Yeah, but I can't crack the eggs in a bowl. I get eggshells in there all the time when I do it.
Connor, would you like to help me crack eggs? You guys might see my eggs are brown. Connor, why are our eggs brown at our house?
We have our own chickens.
We do. We have our own chickens, and some chickens lay brown eggs. Would you like the step stool?
Yeah, I should stop pressing in the back of my heel.
Please be nice. Okay, so Connor is going to crack an egg. Watch Connor. He will crack it very carefully on the edge of the bowl. He's going to crack it very carefully. Listen. Oh, did you hear it? It sounds different when you get it to crack. Now he's going to crack it in a bowl. The reason we crack it in a little bowl first is because, do you know why?
Where should I put the egg?
In the trash can.
Trash.
The reason we have to crack it in a bowl is because if we accidentally get eggshells in it, that's enough. If we accidentally get eggshells in it and it's in a bowl, then it doesn't ruin our recipe. Okay? Connor's going to crack one more. There, did you hear it? Sound changes because it cracked. Oh, careful. Crack it over the bowl.
I should crack it just a little more.
Oh, you want to crack a little bit more? Okay. There you go. Do you need help? Cassie?
I was going to try to show the class something.
Whoops! It's okay. But Connor got a little bit of egg on his hands. Now, Connor, what do we have to do if we get raw egg on our hands?
Wash your hands.
Yeah, we have to wash our hands. So we're going to go ahead and stop the video for now. Actually, no. Connor's going to go wash his hands, and I'm going to keep cooking with you. Okay? So Cassie is mixing, mixing, mixing. She's doing a great job. I am going to go ahead and add the eggs because that's what it said to do. So I'm going to add the eggs, Cassie. Can you mix the eggs in for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. And the next thing that the directions say is that we need vanilla. Can you hand me the vanilla over there? Thank you. And measuring spoons? Thank you. The directions say that we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Be very careful because this is a teaspoon. This is a tablespoon. It makes a big difference when you're cooking. Okay? Look how much different they are. So, this is how you can tell when it's a teaspoon or a tablespoon. A teaspoon says, let's see if I can get away from the shiny for you. There we go. 1 TSP. 1 TSP. And that means tablespoon. Oh, I'm sorry. I showed you the wrong one. That one is a tablespoon. It says TBSP. TBSP is a tablespoon.
What?
And TSP is a teaspoon.
What?
So, let's use 1 teaspoon and measure our vanilla.
Is this
Alright, I'm going to measure vanilla. Alright. And 1 teaspoon in the bowl. Vanilla smells good. Smell. It smells good if you don't get too close. Alright, we have our vanilla. Let's see what it says next.
I can smell it from up here.
It smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see what it says next. Next, it says add flour. Oh, it says add combined flour, baking soda, cinnamon, and salt. Adding combined stuff, you know what that means?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does it mean to combine stuff?
I don't quite remember.
That's okay. It means we need to mix these things together before we add them. We're going to add all of the dry things together, okay? So, please hand me the purple bowl. Okay, we're going to mix our dry things together in the purple bowl, okay? 1 second, Cassie, please. It says flour. So we need flour. Connor, can you get 1.5 cups of flour?
Where is
1.5 cups of flour. Flour is over there.
Oh.
Can you get that? No, I'll get it.
No, I'll get it.
Okay. 1.5 cups of flour.
Mommy.
While he's getting that, I'm going to get the baking soda. I need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Cassie, can you hand me the 1 teaspoon of baking soda, please? Thank you. And one more time, I need to make sure I'm using TSP. TSP is the tablespoon.
Mommy, which one is 1.5?
I have a cup over there. Oh yeah, I'll help you in just a second, okay?
Tell me which one.
1 second, Connor. Okay, now it's hard for me to get it was hard for me to get teaspoon out. So I did it over the bowl. Okay, so I didn't make a mess, and I can get rid of that now. So let me go ahead and put that 1 teaspoon of baking soda. See, baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking soda in the bowl. All right. The next thing says cinnamon. Let's see, how much cinnamon do we need? We need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon also. Thank you, Cassie.
Wait, things getting in the bowl.
Well, we don't want anything to get in the food, so be careful.
Okay.
All right, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Here's my cinnamon. Okay. Gonna get a teaspoon. Now, hey Cassie, if it says 1 teaspoon, should I have a giant teaspoon like that where it's going over the top?
No.
No, I should make sure it's level, right?
Yeah.
A level teaspoon. Okay.
That's it.
There we go. 1 level teaspoon of cinnamon. Now it says I need half a teaspoon of salt. Connor, if you bring me the cup, I'll show you. Half a teaspoon of salt.
I got a little bit in.
Okay, you need 1.5 cups. So 1.5.
Okay.
1.5.
I need
Okay.
all the way up there.
1.5 of flour. All right.
It's the second one of the last.
It's the one that says 1 and 1 over 2. Because that means 1.5. So I need half a teaspoon.
I think.
Half a teaspoon. Whoops. There we go. Half a teaspoon. Smaller spoon. Half a teaspoon of salt. There we go. Half a teaspoon of salt. Now we just need that flour from Connor, and we'll mix the dry ingredients together. See, if you look at Cassie, what she's mixing is all the wet ingredients, right? They're all gooey. But if you look in my bowl, it's all dry ingredients. It's all powder. Okay?
Mommy, is that it?
Yeah, you've got mixed good. How's it going, Connor?
I almost got it.
Okay. Let's move it a little closer so we don't make a mess.
Yeah.
Okay?
Almost. Just about 1 more to go.
Now, Connor's using a spoon to get his flour. But a lot of times when you get flour, you have a scoop. Because when you cook with flour, there's a lot of flour. So pay no attention to her. Alright, Connor's going to get the flour for me quickly, please.
Sorry. Got it.
Alright, he has a cup and a half of flour for us.
Okay, yep. Okay.
Alright. Connor, bring it over here and put it in this bowl, please.
Just dump it in?
Yep. And we're going to mix it all together. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? Got a little bit. I almost dropped it. Almost dropped it.
Sorry. I didn't see my handle.
Alright, now I'm going to mix all this together. Connor, wash your hands, please, if you have a mess on your hands. We always want to keep our hands nice and tidy, just like our area.
Nice and clean.
Nice and clean, yeah. Okay, I have mixed my dry ingredients together. Remember it said add the combined dry things. I put them all together. Now we're going to mix it well with our wet things. So Cassie's going to keep stirring that bowl and not making a mess. And I'm going to add the dry ingredients. Keep going. Keep stirring. Try to stir faster.
Hi, Mommy, I'm back.
Alright. I'm sorry, I got in your way, didn't I? Alright, can I stir, please? Thank you. We want to make sure we stir it really good and that we get everything off the sides.
There's some stuff on the
I'll get it in a second.
There's the egg. Oh, looks like peanut butter.
It does look a little bit like peanut butter. Or pudding, maybe.
Yeah, pudding. Peanut butter mixed with pudding.
I said be quiet.
Oh.
I'm telling you guys, you don't need to talk so much while we're teaching the class.
Mommy, I'll stir now.
Hold on. Let me get it going, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the next step once you finish up the stirring.
Mommy, you got sugar on your hands. You better wash them. What?
I'll wash them in a second. I'll wash them in a second. I'm almost done. Now, you might not want to use a spoon. You might want to use a mixer. But a mixer is noisy, especially on camera. And I didn't want you guys to have to listen to that. You might use a whisk, which is what I had originally, but Cassie dropped it. So we're using a spoon. It takes a little bit longer. We're almost there. Almost there, guys. Alright. The next thing says to add oats and raisins, but we're not going to add raisins. And I've been cooking long enough that I know that it's okay not to add raisins. So Cassie, go ahead and keep doing that. I'm going to grab the oats, and it says that we need 3 cups of oats. So I need the big measuring cup.
Mommy, would you like
Connor, I need the big measuring cup. The glass measuring cup that you use for flour, please.
Okay.
Oh, I'm having some trouble getting the oats open. There we go. Alright. Alright, 3 cups. So, let me show you where 3 cups is. This measuring cup only has 2 cups. It only goes 2 cups. See that? So, can anyone tell me 2 plus what equals 3? Connor?
1.
2 plus 1 equals 3. Good. We need 3 cups. So we're going to do 2 cups and then 1 cup. Alright, so there's 2 cups. Keep mixing that in, Cassie.
I'm sorry.
Try to keep it in the bowl, okay? We don't want to make a mess. We want to keep our place nice and tidy.
Okay.
right. How many do we need, Connor? 2 plus 2 cups plus how many cups?
3.
That's right. 2 cups plus 1 cup equals 3 cups. So there's my 1 cup. I'm going to put that in too. And Cassie, you're probably going to need me to do it because sometimes these get very stiff. Would you like me to mix it?
Yeah, I'm going to just 2 scoops are hard.
Yeah.
A bunch and 2 scoops.
Yep.
Hard.
Okay, so while I'm stirring this, let me read the next direction. The next one says to drop dough by rounded tablespoons full onto an ungreased cookie sheet. So the next thing we need is an ungreased cookie sheet. A cookie sheet with no grease. I have one on the stove. Can you get the one in the back, please, and bring it over here?
Okay. What do we do now?
Hold on, I'll show you.
Okay.
First, we have to get all of this mixed up.
And then we put on the pan.
Yeah, we're going to put spoonfuls on the pan, and they'll make round cookies.
Carter, you can help. Okay. You can help.
Okay? So I got everything mixed up really good. Just checking it to make sure, but I think it all is pretty good. Good, good, good. Now, you might have a cookie scoop, and you might not. It's up to you if you want to use a cookie scoop or not.
I don't know if we have
Yeah. We do have a cookie scoop. Would you like to get it?
Oh, I don't know what it
It's in that drawer over there.
Oh, the middle drawer?
Quickly, please.
Can I please use it? I'm playing it.
I'm sorry this video came out so long, guys, but I wanted you to try and make something a little more difficult than we did last time, okay? So, Cassie has the ice cream scoop. That's definitely too big. We'll go ahead and just use the spoon, okay? So, rounded spoonfuls is what the direction says. Cassie, put that away. Rounded spoonfuls. See my rounded spoonful?
Yes.
I'm going to put that on the cookie sheet, okay? Now, Connor, do you think we should put them right next to each other?
No.
No, they need a little bit of room to move, right? And a little bit of room to grow.
Yeah.
So we're going to put them a little bit apart and give them a little room. And while we finish up putting these on the pan, we're going to let you guys go, and we'll see you at the next step. So it just to finish the directions, just says to drop them on the cookie sheet and then to bake them for 8 to 10 minutes. Remember when you bake to use your timer and to be careful of your oven. Use an oven mitt and don't leave the house. You always have to stay home when you're baking, okay? Because you don't want a fire. All right, we're going to put these on the cookie sheet and get them in the oven, and we will see you when they're ready.